Alright guys, welcome to the channel. This is going to be a rolling video with me and one of my students, Shane Johnson. He's a Fulton County marshal. He is a fantastic person. He's been training with us for about a year. It's always a pleasure having him on the mats. He's a great videographer. He's done some videos for me, and he also he's working on his pilot license. So it's pretty cool. It's always great having him in the gym. This is just kind of a fun role. We were playing around with different concepts. I was just trying to kind of let him work through some things. He's still pretty new, but he's definitely going to be a killer the more he keeps training. So like and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoy it. And a little fake head kick to start things out. So we're going to elect to start from our feet because Shane's a officer. He likes to work his takedowns. I'm kind of giving him a little bit of an angle here by giving him my left hip. I look for a little Haragoshi. He hips in and gets his arm out. I didn't really look for any off balancing, but we're looking for shooting his way in here. He's looking at it, and good. He gets to our snatch single. He puts his head just outside, so I start pulling into the guillotine, but allow him just to roll him back over. Right now I'm playing a pretty loose style. He has the one foot stuck, so I'm in quarter guard, but I'm able to get the butterfly hook in and start changing positions. This is one of my favorite passes, getting that left knee in front of the hip and then clearing the right foot. He's kind of akin to it, so he had a little bit of trouble, but then he turned a little bit too much and gave me the brimbolo to the back. From here, I'm looking to trap that hand. I shouldn't have showed my cards with that first one because I didn't have the angle or the hand. But now I'm able to get my heel into the hip or the elbow crease and start coming back. Both hands trapped. I'm able to get underneath the chin and get the one arm choke through there. Always, whenever I'm rolling, I like to start in different positions. Too many times people just work out of guard and then all of a sudden their jiu-jitsu is all guard everything. So I'm going to like to sit into our turtle position here. He's doing a good job. He's trying to open up and start setting in chokes. In reality, he should have started looking to get hooks in and start controlling hips, but he bumps me over to my side. I'm able to keep inside positioning with my arms and kind of create space. He's doing a good job with that left knee in the hip. We call it hitting the button, is blocking that near side hip, but he gives me just a split second here to get my knee inside, and he immediately elects to back out, which is fine. There, I look for the foot sweep. I love doing that little foot sweep to people. As soon as anyone's standing in front of me, I'm always looking to work with their base and try and off-balance them. He's doing a good job controlling legs and starting to get an inside position, but this is where he makes a mistake. I have an inside hook, and he still elects to come forward, and that allows me to get the sweep, and because of the elbow line, I'm able to do our lap take and take to the back. Here, he was fighting to get his head to the ground, but there was an important point there, is I didn't shoot for a attack arm on the left side. I shot for an underhook, and then that if he would have been able to do that, he would have been able to escape. We're just kind of messing around here. He's an officer, so I was yelling out to get the cuffs. But here it is again. I have his right arm trapped, and I'm following. Eventually the hips turn, and I get the sweep. But because I have such a tight grip on the elbow, I'm able to lift the elbow up, which exposes his back and the elbow line, and slide my knee under to the back take. This is what I was talking about before. As I'm coming over, he's really fighting to get his shoulders back to the left. So instead of shooting a left attack hand, I shoot the right attack hand, and my left arm right there goes underneath the arm, and it stops him from getting his shoulders to the mat. Now I can start pulling him back up, getting to good head position. He starts fighting there. He actually might have escaped if he would have rotated a little bit to his left, but he tabletopped, which was a mistake, but that's all right. From the tabletop, he's trying to fight grips and he's trying to get his hands out here. This was my mistake because my left elbow's too high, so I like to switch to the top side Kimura grip on this arm, and then I'm going to drop my left foot to the ground. The left foot to the ground baits him into going over. My right foot just kind of helps him get there, and then once we come up, he realizes the arm is stuck, so it's kind of a trap set. Arm stuck. He doesn't really defend it well. I was yelling to get the cuffs for him, so he was just, we like to keep it playful and have a good time when we're rolling, not take ourselves too seriously. So we're getting back to it. This is him recollecting himself. There's the Muay Thai class that was had finished up a little in the background. There was an attempt at the foot sweep again, but he high stepped out of it. Right here I have double inside position with my feet, and you see my right foot stuck to the inside of his thigh, which makes it much more challenging for him to pass. He's keeping his hips real low. I like to set in a lot of leg locks from this position, so if he keeps his hips low, it makes it harder for me to get underneath him. He does a good job stepping over the knee, but now here I look for a left sweep right there, and I miss the hand. Normally that's one of my favorite tricky sweeps, but he did a good job basing out on it. From here, if you watch my legs, you see I sneak the left foot under, I pulled my knees to my chest to load him up, and then I'm able to get the sweep there. Because we were in transition, I was able to go right over the guard. He sets defensive hands, but they were the wrong side. Either way, I would have gone to the other side, and then I end up getting the armbar from top. I love the armbar from top position. I rarely fall to my back because of big explosive people, as soon as you fall to the back, they roll up right on top of you, and they end up trying to smush you and take the arm out. Here he comes for the choke. I'm able to grab the thumb line and defend the choke. Does a good job here. He switches to the arm and throws the foot over, but I was kind of ready for it, so I already had defensive hands in. And now watch the right arm. My right arm's going to trap him, keep him pulled in as I was able to sneak my head out and get back over the top and start looking for mount. So look at this again. He's looking for that arm bar. It's right in front of him. I know it's coming, so as soon as he gets underneath it, my hands go to defense. I catch the leg as it comes through. I already have a deep grip on there. He could have thrown his leg over, but I would have been ready to start catching it with my legs. So as he comes back, right, because I changed body orientation, he might have looked to a Kimura grip there, but I'm trapping his elbow in tight with the right hand. Now, as I start bringing my hips out and pulling him this way, it off balances him there, which allows me then to get my head out and then start getting to the back. He sits to his hips to start getting back to guard. My right knee is coming over top of his left, and then I'm able to come around. Immediately, I'm going to look to get to the mount here, so I'm going to look to connect my left knee to left elbow. If I could get on top of that, then I could have got to mount, but he gave me a little bit too much of a problem there. I could have probably forced the position, but I didn't really want to, use strength or forcing through. End up going to a low position here. I have the Kimura grip again. I get to one of my favorite finishes, is swinging the legs over to our finishing position there. Hope you guys liked it.